All, welcome to the JavaScript for Pentesters course on Pentester Academy. Now in this video, we will look at the solution to task 1, which was modifying the HTML. So let's jump right in. Now, if we look at the source code of this page, the first task is to change modify me, and make this a little bigger, modify me into modified you, right? And as we can clearly see, it's inside a h2 tag. Now, if we quickly do a search, we find that here is the first h2 tag, here is the second one, and then here is the third one. So the third h2 tag's inner HTML needs to be modified, right? So let's actually do this first using JavaScript in our notepad. Let me make this a little bigger. Now, what of course we need to do is get elements by tag name. So here is what we're going to do: document.get elements by tag name, and the tag name here is h2. Now if you recall, it was the third h2 tag, which means it's basically 0, 1, 2. So 2 is how we would go ahead and address it, and the inner HTML of this tag needs to be changed to modified you. Let me close the script tag. Great. Now let's move on to the second part, which is to change find me to found you. And if you notice, this is in the h1 tag, and if you scan a little bit, you would notice there's only one h1 tag. So this makes our life super easy. Let's copy this out, paste it in here, h1 tag, first one, which is the only one really, and you have found you, right? Now if you go back to the challenge, what we notice is that anything we put in here is actually reflected back to us, including JavaScript, right? So we're going to use this field for the XSS injection. Now, one of the other things also one needs to keep in mind is basically the fact that we would want to URL encode this. Right, and for that, you're going to go ahead and use an online URL encoder decoder. You could also script it in Python if you like. And all I'm going to do is just pretty much paste this JavaScript code into this, encode it, and just copy this encoding out. And in our case, we could just paste it here in the URL equals field itself. So here goes, and there we go. And if you notice, both the texts were changed to found you and modified you, just as we desired. Fantastic. Now you can clearly see the power which JavaScript gives you in manipulating the HTML. Now always keep in mind, depending on how the parameters are passed back, it's a good idea to URL encode the data before using it, right? Fantastic. So hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have, please do recommend Pentester Academy to your friends and colleagues in the InfoSec community. Thank you.